My goodness. Hey, Dawn. Yay, you made it and you got your coffee. I just went and got a cup. It's not quite hot enough. Stole it from Mike because I looked at the clock and I went, oh, shoot, I'm running out of time. Ugh, yeah, just ran up and down the stairs, so give me a minute to catch my breath. So, if you are subscribed to my personal YouTube or my personal Facebook, I showed this, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to see it on camera. I might have to zoom out. This is a vase that I made, and I've been testing the gilding wax on it. Let me zoom out for a sec. Best I can anyway. So it is it's paper mache with air dry clay, and you see here's where I did some of the gilding wax. I was a little nervous about it because this is acrylic paint, and I painted it. Oh, I made this a couple years ago. I painted it with just different acrylic paints. And so it's already got, you know, some gold sheen to it. In hindsight, you know, when you're looking at the vase, the flowers are hidden if you want to look at the koi's face. And you see his tail, and people had comments about his tail. But anyway, that's that. So that was a trip to make. So what you do, this is a paper towel holder, you know, a dirter, and you take and just cardboard box, and you figure out the shape that you want it to be, and you cut one, and then you cut 15 more, so you've got 16, and you hot glue them all around the dirter, and then you cover it in paper and then plaster of Paris. So that was that adventure. But we're working on our paper bag journal. And did you make it last week, Dawn? Where I had this giant paper bag that's for leaves, and cut it down and folded it accordion style. So what we want to do is we want to work on these pages, and I'm going to need a writing board for this. And I pulled out these papers, and I just love these papers. They are from, I want to say it's Echo Park Paper Company. I got them at Tuesday Morning a couple years ago. Yeah, sure, Mike, I'd love that. Thank you. And so I thought that I would make a writing board to go on this. And of course I'll have to cut these down, and a pocket for it to go in, and then decorate the inside cover. And let's see here. Wanted to show you a cool embossing folder that I got, and I got this from Coca Rosa Studios, and it's just lines, but it ends up making the paper look like corrugated paper. And so what I want to do is I want to make some fake cardboard. I could use real cardboard, but I'm going to make fake cardboard. And this is a little bit of a heavy piece, so I don't know how well it's going to emboss, but I'm going to find out here. And I'm going to make that into a pocket. So I'm going to get it wet. Okay, so I have to think about how I can run this through my machine, because I guess just one width would be fine. I'll just have to do it twice. Let me get my scissors. Yes, I love paper mache too. I can remember many a science project. Okay, I'm going to run this through my Vagabond here. Let me get the one plate out. Try not to drop everything. So I think that embossing folder was like $3. Their prices are really good. And it's going to need to go more than once. All right, no problem. Might even need a shim. It's not super thick. Yep, I'm going to need a shim. All right. Shim it is. Thank you, Mike. All right, let's see. Well, could definitely use this as a shim, huh? I think I want to use something less. I don't know if I'm going to need 2 shims. We're going to find out. Thanks. All right, let's find out here. That's better. So see, it kind of gives it that corrugated paper, corrugated, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm going to make 2, and the reason for that is that I want to give it a cool cardboard look. Okay. Yeah, I have the Vagabond 2. So I got up really early and tackled that embossing, or that stencil again from Simon Hurley, and managed to make it work. Ah, you know what? I wonder, where did I put the shim I was using? Right here. And I'm going to do an extra shim here. Because it still was not as deep as I wanted it to be. That sounds better. Thank you. Oh, that's hot. All right. Thank you much. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, this one got a little deeper for me. Wait a minute. Why is this a different color? Okay. Fine. I see. I used 2 different papers. Well, I need them to be the same paper, so. Silly. I always like to do something a little different than what's expected with things. Okay, I'm going to run this through with the right color paper again. Hopefully I have another one. If not, I'm sure I do. Oh, you hear my cat out there? He wants in my bedroom. So this is a cat who only likes to drink water out of the faucet. And, well, I'm not in there to turn the faucet on, so he's mad. And I don't let them in my bedroom when I'm not in there, because it's one sanctuary where I don't have to step in cat barf. Okay, and so the plan is, what is the plan? Okay, the plan is to rip a piece of this just like that. And I'm going to need a piece in between, just like you would see on cardboard. So let me see. I'm sure I have an abundance of that color of craft. Yeah, craft comes in a ton of colors too. There we go. Hi Shay. Hi Meg. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I'll let him in there and I'll just let him hang out in there for a while to get away from the other cats, because, yeah. All right, so this one, I think I'll cut. I think I will, what my idea here is to tear like that. Wait a minute. And this again is working out just to be a pocket. So let me cut. Let me draw a line here where I need to cut. I'm just going to cut just above that line. Well, sure you are. Try that. Okay, so we've got, now, what the heck? Got that. Okay, got this. This. Okay. Or line. This. And one more. That's how I rip open my Amazon boxes. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, so let's put this guy together. This guy's gonna go on here. Okay, I think I want this to be torn up here too. Grab my glue. I don't know what happened, y'all. It's cold this morning. That's not supposed to happen. And I don't want this piece to be a pocket, because I want to reinforce this, because this is very flimsy. Okay. Come here, you. I might make this be a little tuck though. With all these layers, this should be pretty reinforced to hold a writing board. this one because I don't want it hanging over. I think, yeah, well, that one can be a tuck. And don't worry, this glue dries clear. Okay, so now we've got our little pocket here. And I think I will go ahead and distress it out a bit. Hi, Jody. Nice to see you guys here. See what happens if you get glue on it, though? The ink does weird stuff on the glue. I'm going to take a nap when we're done here. Actually, in actuality, I'm going to climb in bed and I'm going to spend the rest of my day until it's time to go to work watching Downton Abbey. Texture? What? Yeah, you're right. You're right, Meg. All right, so I'm only gluing the edges here because this is going to be a pocket for a writing board. I do want to make sure I get plenty of glue because it is corrugated. No worries. I know, Jody. Trust me on that one. I'd rather play all day. Okay, just giving that a little extra pressure. Well, it can't be plain now, can it? I made this little guy the other day, just fooling around. It's got all these pockets. Maybe it can tuck right here. Should make sure my glue's dry before I start messing with that. Put that away for a second. Let's do, yep. I'm gonna put something heavy on here so the glue will dry while we do a board here. And I need it to be, and this is how I measure, by the way. All right, right about there is about the width I need. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about your texture paste. And let's see, what do I want? I have scrap backer board here. I save all my backer boards from my my various things. I'm gonna have to get the big mama chopper out for this guy. And let's go about this long. Let me move this big old thing. Oh, okay. You can also use Plaster of Paris. which basically is sort of a talc type product, I think. I'm not, don't profess to be a know-it-all, but I think I read that somewhere because I was trying to figure out how to make my own plaster of Paris. I finally just gave in and bought some. Oh, it was how to, the plaster of Paris was how to make your own chalk paint, because I was working a lot with chalk paint. I know that's noisy, sorry. There, now I've got I need to figure out something for the bottom. Well, I think we'll just carry on with this, huh? I'm going to do front and back. This paper is already kind of distressed because that's how it's made. But I've been sitting on these scraps for a couple of years. Just, I like it too much to not use it. And we had that conversation about what's the point of a junk journal? Well, to look at your pretty things. What about cornstarch? I know, me too. Wouldn't cornstarch work? I just wonder. I don't know. I'm going to tape this paper down. You know what? As a matter of fact, let's get my Big Mama roll out here. Now I'm going to use my Magic Mat as a cutting board. One stick there. Where's my knife? This is just so much easier than tearing off a bunch of small tape. I have a 6-inch one too from scrapbook.com. Yes, exactly. A place to look at them. So this is going to go, I'm going to have that other piece go over it, so that'll be fine. Just get my bone folder and burnish this down a bit. And this is Elizabeth Craft Designs. I got it on Amazon a couple years ago, again, back when I was doing more 3D art like boxes and things like that. And this is the tricky part. Getting this on here straight, but it doesn't have to be perfect, right? And I think I will, I want to do the polka dots on the back. So the Magic Mat makes a great little cutting board, self-healing cutting mat. I have a couple that I got from the dollar store too. And I'm going to lay this on and then trim it. That way I have a better chance of making sure I've got it on there pretty straight. It's got little roosters on the back. They're so cute. I have it buried now. I made a menu with these papers, like a chalkboard type menu. And I'll distress that. Where's my little foam? Okay, so now I want to do the bottom side on each. I'm going to go ahead and glue this bottom down because I think I'm going to let that be kind of a pocket. I love some pockets. Give it a little crease there where I need to cut it. And I actually oftentimes prefer to just cut my stuff by hand. But this I think I'll tear just because I can. Yes, more stuff to stuff, exactly. Even just little bits of paper that you love and there's only a tiny bit and you don't know what the heck to do with it. This is my reptile adhesive, and I know I mention it every time, but just in case someone asks, what kind of glue do you use? I use reptile adhesive. That's what I use. Always have. Any specific reason behind it? No. I like it. It works. It hasn't failed me. Hi, Jeanine. Yes, I mean, but the dollar store has, the $1.25 store has these little cutting mats too. And it's nice. It's handy to have a small one. I mean, I have multiples because I'm a quilter, or I used to be a quilter. So, I have multiple rollers, multiple cutting mats. I got glue on me. Now let's hope after all this thing fits in there. If not, I'll trim it down. No big deal. I make my best mistakes on lives. Get on there. Okay. I'm not going to put a lot of decoration on this because it's a writing board, so you need it to be, you know, at least flat at the top so people can journal using it as a flat surface. Might stamp on here though. I got some new stamps from Technique Junkies that I've been dying to use. I bought them. Let's see, that's not in here. It's gonna be. And I hope nobody gets offended, but I bought this Ouija board one and it's so cool. Where are ya? I have so many. I got that library card. Where is my Ouija board? I know it's here somewhere. Well, I can't have lost it already, guys. Seriously? There it is. It's just a little one, but it's fun. Hi, Melissa. These things scare me. The real ones used to scare me. I'm not scared of a rubber one, though. Let me get a stamping platform. Line it up. Kind of, sort of. Make sure I have it right side up. And I'm going to do that. I need to take off this sweater because it's starting to get in the way. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that with some archival and ground espresso. Well, and I scheduled these. I don't, yeah. That stamped down. Yeah, a lot of us, especially in my age group, have had some experiences with these things. But as I was watching Downton Abbey and they were using one, and it made me think about how in the 19 teens and the 1920s, how magic and this kind of the mystical was really popular. So, when working with vintage, that's what comes to mind. Now I'm going to throw some stencil on here. I'm not even going to take the stencil off. This stencil is well loved, as you can see. Let me flip it over. Stencil brush. There we go. Now we'll go in with some... Let's go in with salvage patina. Well, where are you? Oh, I've got the wrong brush for that too. Peacock. Oh, there you are. I need new blending brushes. Mine are getting weird because I don't wash them. I'm afraid if I wash them, they'll lose their softness, but they already basically have lost their softness. I bought them on Amazon, so that's that. I thought I got one from Simon Says Stamp, but I don't know where it is. Now, salvage patina comes out much different on craft color paper, doesn't it? Okay, let's get this spattery one. And just make a big mess over the entire thing now. I'll use the... getting it all over. Somebody was teasing me last night in Nancy's live about me being messy. Imagine that. Get that all nice and dirty. There's going to be one side. Alright, now I don't need this anymore right now. Let's flip this over and do something on this side that's flat. see what I've got. I'm not going to do the library card. It just won't go. And there goes Duke. Mike gets a dog. No, I need something simpler. Let's see what I've got. I know. Let's find something in Tim. I'm looking for a big moth. This is the thing, when you're doing this, you end up with a mess looking through all your stuff, getting the stuff out that you need. There we go. No, yeah, that is kind of a rose. Still looking for the moth. There we go. Hi, Gloria. Okay. I'm gonna do the moth kind of across there. This isn't big enough. I need a bigger one. Got this Dina Wakely one. You know, I watched Simon do a video yesterday, and he had one of his blocks looking like the same kind of, same depth that was unmarked. It was big like this. So I'm crossing my fingers. Okay. I want him relatively light. Let's pull out my archivals here. Let's do him. Let's do him in. Ink everywhere, stuff everywhere, all kinds of media. Let's do him in, actually I'm not going to do him light, I'm going to do him dark. I'm going to do him in this red geranium, which I've never tested. I got all these archivals on clearance at Hobby Lobby, I don't know, a month or so ago, for like $3 for a set of, I think 4 comes in the set. And I'm like, yep, I'll take them. And I want him just a little bit stamped off of there. Hi, Anj. Is that, am I saying it right, Anj? I think it was a video from day before yesterday, Jenin, but I didn't catch it until yesterday. Okay. So, yesterday I get this gigantic box from Joanne. This is all that was in there. I'm like, I don't know what's the matter with them. Some archival cleaner. I usually don't bother. I just wipe them off. But just to be good, and then I'm going to put some words. Words. Well, not only that, when I'm doing this, I don't put stuff away because why? So let's just do that. Just put this away. Not that I'll put it away proper, but I'll at least put it away. Put it away so it's not smashing anybody else. All right, and grab this one for that. I'll go ahead and do this in the ink that I have sitting here. That's all. I know. Morning, Cheryl. I'm glad you caught alive too. This is junk journaling, so may or may not be your cup of tea, but we're still hanging out either way. All right, please say you're gonna fit. No, it's not going to fit. I knew it. Okay, plan B. Oh, let me distress the sides here. That definitely needs to happen. I'm not going to trim it down. I'm going to attach it over here so that it's removable. This is what happens when you eyeball measure. And I do believe this is going to live with a clip. Come on, clip. Get on there. Maybe if I'd hold my arm the right way. There. Now see, I don't want it flopping around. So I'm going to take a second clip. Crash burn. Want it all the way to the edge and all the way to the edge. There we go. So then I could put this tag in here if I wanted to. Right here where I wanted it. This part hangs over. So this is just I handmade this tag. This was when I was playing around with those Stampin' Up! Stamps that I got. And so I made the tag, and then I made just a little pocket in there. And this thing has little pockets in it. Just, I don't know, just little stuff. Who do you get, wait, who do you need to get to know? Let me back up. Oh, your dad. Oh, yeah. Do it, man, if you can. I never met my dad, so, and I kind of regret it. And he died, so I can't meet him now. Let's make sure that's not going to flippy flop around too much. That'll be fine. And let's do some stuff up here. So we still got a pocket here. Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with those clips on there. I actually like them. Get that turned right. All right. Let me see what I've got in my stash. I did manage to organize my ephemera, kind of, so I have Tim Holtz with Tim Holtz, and then I have other with other. Let's flip out this ideology. Yeah, people wonder why do people buy all this stuff? You don't hardly ever see it used on cards. You can use it on cards. Well, my bio dad tried to come meet me when I was about 11, but my grandmother and mother wouldn't let me see him, so he left them with a book for me, and it was a Japanese haiku hand-bound little book, which was super cool, and a picture of him from when he was in the Korean War. And the thing is that somebody got into my car and stole my backpack while I was in college, and that was in there, so there went that. Well, that's a trip. I don't know the point of it yet. I also have some circus ephemera, which I absolutely love. I think I'm a fan of the circus stuff because of the colors. Let's see what this... Too bad I didn't have a picture of a bearded lady. No, that doesn't work. I know. My fault. I should have locked my car, you know, whatever. Ooh, I like this. Okay. And here's the thing about having these big piles of ephemera. You have to put it all back in the bag. I had it all. I have some that's all in a... Oh, Totally Tiffany. I wonder if Totally Tiffany is the same Tiffany that was a singer. I don't know. Sometimes they're hard to pick up. Whatever. You can stay in there then. No, I'll just use my little wax pencil. There we go. Put that one back. Put this out of the way. Put this away. I'm trying to be organized, y'all. Okay, we got those out. These, I watch a lady, her name's either Julie or Julia, Camilla Crafts, and I just love these little things, and so I kind of followed her sort of tutorial. I don't know where I want to put this, if I want to put it anywhere, but I like miniature stuff. Honestly, I just honestly think that men's brains are wired differently. That's the only thing I can think of. Because, yeah, not all, you know, I don't want to generalize, but I think a lot of times they feel like they're not worthy of your upbringing. I don't think it has anything to do with you at all. I think it's their brain. That's exactly right, Jenin. And I'm just dirtying these up. And the reason I want to put a lot of stuff is to kind of just reinforce, because remember, this is a paper bag, and by the way, stuff can go in there. But in order to use it as a pocket, I would need to stitch here or kind of glue this together somehow. Okay, I think I will grab... I'm trying to decide whether I want to staple this on or not. I do enjoy stapling. I'm going to make sure I separate these. I'm going to go clonk, clonk. That way you can play with it if you had to. Just glue that on there. Just take a little piece of paper, nothing paper, and stick it on here because it's cool little paper. Got a little scrap of this flowery stuff. I think I want to keep the red flower. I want to put something in between there. Dun, 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 dun. A bird. Come on, little birds. I fussy cut all these birds. Morning, Debbie. We're junk journaling today. I'm too close to the edge. I love birds. I want to go there. I'm not going to push down on that yet until I get my bird in. There we go. Yeah, there is. I spend a lot of time just, you know how sometimes you go, and if you make cards, you make a lot of backgrounds, just something to do because you're not feeling it in your brain. And then sometimes I go and I make a lot of ephemera because I enjoy it. Oops. Dropping things. See what I was talking about? I've got this little thing, so I had all this stuff just running loose in here. And like this is from a paper pad. I just cut all the bingo cards. And I separated the flowers into bags, so, you know, I keep myself busy, that's for sure. I don't think there's anything in this one I want. And I do mix my ephemera. I print out a lot of stuff. This is all big. I'm looking for small. Here we go. So these I printed. Did I print these or stamp them? Yeah, I printed them. Cut them out. So I've decided that I'm only going to work on this journal Fridays with you guys. And once it's done, somebody will win it. Sound fun? I'm not going to put any lace or anything on here because this is a pocket. And in fact, I should probably glue that down right there so that nothing gets trapped on it. And then even if you don't junk journal, you'll have one to play with. So I get my printouts. My front porch prints, I go to Louisa Heinzel, and I did the last junk journal page, my very first page, I put links to all these people, their YouTube channels. Paper Rose, I think. Some of them I create myself in Photoshop. But I bought, you know, like, to me, the investment, for instance, like, you can buy the ephemera, right? But you can also make it, right? So like the ticket booth and the the heck is the name of this? You guys know what I'm about. Field notes. You can make a ton of ephemera with that. And then I think you guys saw when I did a color blend. Well, I posted it on the Tim Holtz page. I did a color blend that made the ticket color. I don't know what I did with those tickets. Oh, they should be in here. And I bought the ticket booth. No, these are from scrapbook.com, and they're perfect color for tickets. I bought the dies for these on eBay, and then they sent me the wrong thing, so I'm waiting for an order from Joanne with the right one because I like it. I like to have the dies to go with it whenever I can. Oh yeah, Shay, there's a ton of them. And honestly, like, this is a good word set, but there's a better one. Let me find it. This is all those things that you'll find in those sticker books. Tiny text. So you can make your own strips. I have, of course, the sticker books because, you know, life is easier with stickers. I don't know what I've done with them, but, oh yeah. So, in fact, let me get them out. This is full of Tim Holtz paper scraps and these things. So I save every little scrap from every pad of paper. As you can see, there's a mountain of them. But I do keep them separate. Let me grab this. So a lot of those, okay, these are the snarky. I'm going to use them. There's one here, it says, if you've met my family, you'd understand. The glue book, are you talking about for like using the glue stick on? Oh, yeah, I'm really curious to see those. If you guys are in my Facebook group, I would love to see them. Let's see. I'm going to go with said no one ever because it's one of my favorite sayings. I'm going to get it dirty. See, this is the one craft I can do, and it's okay if I make a mess. Oh, cool. And let me just get a little more glue right there. Okay, we've got that. Got this to go in this little tuck. I want this part to stick out. You know what? In fact, let's do this. Let's put this in the tuck. We'll put the tag right there. Hey, guys. We got it. Hey, Brian. Okay, so we've got our cover done. We've got our writing board done. I should, you know what? Before I call that done, let me decorate underneath. It just wouldn't be very nice if I didn't. And remember, this was a paper clip that we covered, so let me get that off of there. Let's just decorate. And I think I'm going to make this a reinforced page. So, I'm going to get back out my Tim Holtz scraps. And I'm looking for a longer one. See, I cut a bunch of the paper into 6x6. Making up my mind here. Alright, I want this side. So let me just do a guesstimate here. Just gonna lay this on here. Get my ruler. Kind of figure out sort of where I want to go. And just rip. Yes, because I can. And if I'm trying to rip from this side, I go just from the top and hope that it doesn't rip wrong, but if it does, so this is a piece you can use. Yes, you can. Melissa, did you have a brain injury? I had a brain injury. It wasn't as bad as that, but I still have memory problems. That's why you see me forgetting the names of things. Other than old age, yes, there's that too. Yeah. Nope, I still got it too long. Okay, that's fine. Where'd that come from? Oh, I was only a card maker, and then I saw Bitty Penny, and that ended it for me. Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, what, how come I didn't know anything about this? Good deal, Loose Wheel. Yeah, I love Bitty Penny too. She's so sweet. She's such a sweetheart. And then she's also entertaining and informative and fun to watch. And I'm gluing this whole piece down. It's not going to be a pocket or anything. It's just going to be a reinforced page since it's supporting that writing board. So the beauty of this type of junk journal, especially if you're a beginner, is there's no signature pages to sew in. Now, I honestly love doing that. I love coffee dyeing paper. I love the whole part of it. All of it. Whoa. Darn, Melissa, I'm so glad you're back. There's something under here. No, there isn't. Oh, it's that. Okay, never mind. And let me grab, let's do a cup there here of some sort. This is going to go there. No, we don't need a tuck. We're not going to do a tuck because this is a reinforcing page only. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, let's put our little bingo guy back on here underneath. And then, where'd my clips go? Let's clip this bad boy back on here. And let's tuck something into that page right there. Just for funs. Okay, there we go. We've got front page. Now it's nice and reinforced. We've got a reinforced page with our writing board, and we've got page one. Now, of course, I'm going to need places to journal, and of course, we're going to be doing this side too, which is going to be fun, trying to cover all these. We'll probably use some gesso and paint and other kinds of mixed media inside of there. And by the time we're done, this thing should sit about this tall. Oh, hey, honey, I didn't know you were still here. Anybody have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts? So next Friday we'll do maybe another open set here, and so on till we get it done, and then I'll have some sort of a drawing for somebody to win the finished product. Well, thank you, Meg. I appreciate that. You guys won't see me again unless I do have some videos that I'm going to do that are pre-recorded, but you won't see me again live until next Wednesday evening, 5 o'clock. So I'm shooting for, in case you don't get notifications, Wednesday evenings at 5 o'clock and then Friday mornings at 10 o'clock. And then I will be doing a special live on April 1st. And with my big news. And I hope to see everybody there. And man, have I got some plan. I don't know, some of you know that I am going to be posting Stamp Wars, and I've been working with the sponsor. And I did involve the sponsor. Oh, this is going to be a good little scrap piece to go somewhere. See how it is? That's how junk journaling is. Anyways, I've been collaborating with the sponsor, and we've got some real wicked stuff in store for these ladies, so I hope you guys don't miss it. We're tentatively planning for April 16th. Yeah, hopefully April 16th. I have communicated to Nancy, so she has to communicate to the girls, make sure everybody's available, and then I have to make sure, because there are going to be some extra supplies they're going to go out. I have to make sure that they get them in time. But I'm going to tell you what, this is going to be a Stamp Wars to remember, folks. So, and if Brian, if you don't know about Stamp Wars, go over to Nancy Stamp's channel. Nancy Stamps on YouTube. If anybody has a link, haven't figured out how to get a link onto my iPad. You see, I think we've had 19 Stamp Wars, and it is a fun thing to do, and it's a fun thing to watch. And it's one Saturday night every month. And then Friday night, don't forget Tracy Schultz. She has Smasher. Oh, that's tonight. She has Smasher Crafty Stash. I won't be able to be there. I'll be working. Thank you, Melissa. Oh, yes, and do please hit your thumbs up on the way out. I'm glad you guys came. That's awesome. I hope to have coffee with you every Friday morning. Well, this is my third cup of coffee because I've been up since 5, but that's a whole nother story. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate that. Because you're going to love Stamp Wars. Bye, everybody. You have a good one. I'll see you on the outside. And if you're not in my group, I have a Facebook group, Not Afraid of Color. Please join so that you can, I want to see your glue books and stuff like that. Okay? Cool beans. Bye-bye. Ow.